Vince, Joe, Monica, and Harry Douglas.
All the above. Friday.
I like
Monica.
it.
Thank you, guys.
Fantastic.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
Parlez-vous
good.
français?
That's it. You might be watching us here and saying, what's going on ESPN2? Of course, we got the 10 us ESPN1. Greeny is out. I am in. Let's get into the NBA right now because there was a game of the night, and it was the Timberwolves, and it was the Thunder. SGA, Anthony Edwards, two of the stars of the game early on. Here's Ant on Lou Dort. Buckets. Later in the quarter, T-Wolves leading by 3. Anthony Edwards, three-pointer, good. T-Wolves would go up by 8 in this one. Midway through the second, the Thunder are now down 16, unfamiliar territory. SGA drives easily to the basket, bucket. Later, Thunder down 17. SGA gets the ball, moves it forward. Here we go, 3-on-1. We're going to move it back, and SGA, jumper, good. Still in the first half, SGA taking it to the hoop. Drives, bucket.
I'm so confused by this highlight striker.
It's all Thunder.
Yeah, what are we doing? Because it's not how this game went.
As the score continues distancing.
Hello?
This is it.
Now
How's
we're
that?
talking.
You want
This
to
is the actual
That's
highlight.
Jalen McDaniels.
Come
That's
on,
a 3.
Jalen
all right?
McDaniels was
Here we go.
fantastic.
There's Dante DiVincenzo. Bang.
There you go. This is the story
This
of the game.
is what it was. Then the lefty right there, of course, Julius Randle, Anthony Edwards. They're doing it. Move forward. Next play. Thunder turn it over again.
This one was crazy to me, Schrager, because the Wolves just have this ability to turn up their defense. And post-game, Anthony Edwards talked about being the guy that leads that charge.
It is wild to see, just start to finish, the T-Wolves just owned the Thunder in a premier game that everyone was watching last night. Games without trailing versus the Thunder. It's the Timberwolves and nobody else. 2 wins this season, 0 for the rest of the NBA. No other NBA team has managed a wire-to-wire win over OKC. All right, welcome back to the table. It's Friday morning. We got Vince, we got Joe, we've got Monica. Monica, I start with you. When you see that, I ask, which team has the best chance to knock off the Thunder if we're talking June and actually in the NBA playoffs?
Yeah, so watching the game last night, obviously prisoner of the moment. Wow, can the Wolves do this? And I do think they can. My favorite, if healthy though, I'm still looking at the Denver Nuggets. Okay. Now, it's a big question on how healthy they will be, obviously with the Joker and now Aaron Gordon. But I think you got to give this Timberwolves team real credence. I mean, this is a group, we always talk about the process of winning. They've gotten to the Western Conference Finals. They've got scar tissue, if you will, in the postseason. Anthony Edwards is one of those superstars that can get you on both sides of the floor, similar to his counterpart in this game in SGA. So I got the Wolves right now.
Vince?
That's interesting because Monica said, I don't want to be prisoner of the moment, and then became full prisoner of the
locked
moment.
up. They won't let me out.
No, I think Denver, to me, like, let's just say this. A week before the trade deadline, we don't know where Giannis is going, if Giannis goes west, if anything else happens. Currently constituted, Denver, a healthy Jokic, a healthy Aaron Gordon. Remember, 7-game series last year. Michael Porter Jr. was on one leg, Aaron Gordon was on one shoulder. Game 7, close series. I think nobody has an answer for that big dude. Nobody has an answer for that fat dude, Jokic. Seriously.
I agree, but how are you calculating the injury in that thought process?
Well, if he's missing 4 to 6 weeks in terms of Aaron Gordon, this injury, we're going to assume some level of reasonable health. I think Jokic, this is the first serious injury he has ever had, so I think he's going to be healthy. Jamal Murray, the question is, will he be healthy enough and have enough gas in the tank from having to carry this? Peyton Watson is another addition to this equation, in a way that we could not factor in last year. And sometimes you're not as hungry when you've won the championship.
Okay.
You are when you are chasing.
Gas in the tank is an interesting thing to bring up because I look at OKC and I think that's going to be their downfall. That's why I don't think it's just one team that can get them. I think Houston can get them. I think Denver can get them. I think San Antonio can get them. OKC, we discount how difficult it is to win a championship. You win a title and then immediately people start talking about dynasty. Look at a team like the Spurs, right? Who's given them fits already this year, all right? The Spurs last year, no playoffs. The Thunder last year, what was it, 23 playoff games.
That's a
big difference. It's 2 extra months of basketball being played at 40 minutes per night, highest possible pressure, less time to recover, less time to get ready for the next season. And then they come out, and the Thunder were pushing it full throttle early, and you're starting to see them tire out. Case in point, 7 back-to-backs this year. They're 3 and 4 in those games. In the modern NBA, your offense is your floor. Everybody can score. The worst scoring team in the NBA this year would have ranked top 5 in scoring 15 years ago. Crazy. Defense is the key, and the Spurs are number 3 in defensive efficiency right now. I would not sleep on them.
Okay. I like the Rockets. I like KD and the Rockets.
Yep.
I'm going to keep an eye on them.
That's the team I don't trust. That's the one I don't trust.
Sengun!
Big help.
Sengun!
Who's giving them the ball? Who's passing the ball?
KD.
They got to solve the point guard situation.
Point guard situation.
We got plenty more NBA. We got Giannis talk coming up. Let's go.
Might not know exactly where the landing spots are for him to play next year, and what's become apparent throughout the last several months in LA is that they are focused on building the team around Luka, finding pieces that fit around him. So some point this offseason, the Lakers are going to have between $38 and $47 million in cap space that they're going to allocate toward putting resources around Luka Doncic. And then, of course, you have the business of the Austin Reeves contract extension. So I think LeBron is looking at the landscape and not seeing an obvious destination where it's a city that he would like to play in, a franchise that he wants to play for, and a team that gives him an opportunity to compete. And if that place is not out there, then I could see a scenario where LeBron James fades to black. As a matter of fact, a couple of weeks ago, he was quoting Jay-Z, and he said, maybe you'll love me when I fade to black. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think the reality is that this could be the last season for LeBron James, and it's because the NBA, at least when it comes to the contending teams around the league, are saying they are done with him.
Can you just give me a quick thing again? What if LeBron James plays in 26, 27? What are the things you think he's looking for? Give me what's on the.
I think it's got to be a city that he wants to play in.
Okay, so what would those cities be for you?
I don't know.
Guesstimate.
LA, New York, Cleveland.
Okay, all right. LA, New York, Cleveland. Keep going.
A team that he wants to play for.
Okay.
All right, so that means franchise, coaches, players, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that, and a team that gives him a chance to compete.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the 3 things.
Is it right in front of us, and none of us have ever acknowledged this? Is the most obvious team for LeBron James next season the LA Clippers? You're making noises, no words, but a lot of noises.
Well, the wheels were turning.
Go ahead.
Why the Clippers? Why would that be a desirable place for him? I know he's based in LA, family's there, businesses there, etc. You're talking about competing, but it feels to me like if this is going to be the end, it would be somewhere where he has ties, or it's the biggest stage like New York.
Who's their coach?
Where?
Ty Lue.
Oh, in with the Clippers? I thought you meant in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I would just be surprised if he fades to black, because this is LeBron James. This is someone who has never shied away from the spotlight, who likes to be celebrated, and who's earned the right to be celebrated. And also, as the NBA and as basketball and sports fans, don't we want to do that? Don't we want to make sure that we can tip the cap and say, amazing career, job well done, thank you for letting us witness your greatness? It would feel so incomplete to me, and I would be very surprised if he would want to just walk away without all the fanfare.
A series of questions, if I may, for both of you.
Yeah.
Do you think LeBron likes the Lakers?
Yeah. I don't know if he likes this version of the Lakers, where he's not the star.
Do you think the Lakers like LeBron?
No.
Do you think they want him back next year?
No. Based on the piece that we just got recently.
Do you think Emmett Golden and what he said coming back there about Cleveland is the only place that truly loves him is correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think he'd love to get at the Lakers if he leaves the Lakers? Meaning if he is forced to leave next year, is part of the decision-making the pettiness back towards the Lakers or no?
No. I think finishing on the highest note he possibly can will trump any pettiness that he may have.
Okay. Because I was just saying, like, if you think there's any pettiness involved, he's never going to go to the Celtics. We know that. But him going to the Clippers and them winning, that's a lot of pettiness.
But that
I can't even see that.
That just feels weird.
I just feel like that's the one team that as we're going through this LeBron exercise, that is this it? Should he tell us this is it? Our team's going to do the video tributes if he's going to be on this retirement tour, etc. It's the one team that no one mentions that feels somewhat logical because they would have money to spend on him. He doesn't have to move. The obvious teams that everyone mentions, the Warriors, the Lakers, the Knicks, the Cavs.
Yeah, I think the Warriors becomes interesting if they miss out on the Giannis sweepstakes.
Well, I would say the other way.
Go ahead.
If they don't miss out. Because if you're ever going to take less to play somewhere, the idea.
Oh, well, this is okay. You're under the premise of taking less. Okay. If he's willing to, here's the thing. If LeBron is seriously willing to take less, then there are a lot of contending teams that would love to get at it.
For
But
sure.
does he want to move?
But LeBron don't take less.
Right.
That's like that's a part of it. Like you're gonna have to pay him what he's worth. And even when you pay him the max amount when it's on the salary slot, it's still not paying LeBron for what he's worth. The Lakers could not pay LeBron James what he was worth to that franchise in terms of resurrecting them post Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
He could not. They could not pay him, and that's a part of the frustration that he has towards the organization because now that they got the shiny new toy in town and Luka, they don't have the allegiance or the loyalty to LeBron and what he's done for them.
But you're right. LeBron does not take less. He's like, this is what I'm worth. I have earned it. And he has. However, if you know it's the end and you have one last shot to make all the stars line where you can play with people that you like, an organization that matters, and you can contend, maybe then you change your stance.
But if you're going to take less, then why not just stay with the Lakers and play with Luka? Top 3 player in the world.
They don't want him.
But you're not a star. You're not the star there anymore. He's always a star.
If he's willing to
LeBron.
take less.
You know why this conversation is messy for this reason? I'm glad it is for this reason. What CC is saying, I totally agree with. It's basically he's a one-man billion-dollar business. So the confusion here is, are you signing up for the basketball player or are you signing up for the billion-dollar business? And what LeBron's saying is, I'm so great at both, you should never give me less Los Angeles Lakers. Another team may say, he's a finishing piece to the basketball puzzle. We have a mid-level exception for him at 12.5. And he's saying, I'm a billion-dollar business upon arrival. Your entire downtown area of wherever your arena is, people will have jobs because I'm here. How dare you think to pay me $12 million?
No doubt.
So this is where the confusion is. If you're this mid-level franchise and you're like, nothing's happening here. Pay him every dollar you have to pay him because he's going to bring millions upon millions to your community and other teams that are